Listen.
You need with a multiple or further remains to be seen, and we just got word. They sent a message to our truck. They have looked at it and ruled that there was no targeting. So this will remain 4th and 18 after this collision here between Noah Sewell and Chris Olave.
So the Buckeyes will punt it away. Jesse Mirko pops this one high in the air and bounces out of bounds inside the 25. Full 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 35-28.
Well, and this defense will be asked to do something that has been rare today, and that's get another stop, try to get the ball back for their offense, and it gives Oregon the opportunity to go back out and try to attack again. I did think that they got away a little bit from their bread and butter on that last series. Oregon did. They need to get back to attacking those linebackers, in particular Gus, to the short side of the field, which right now is the far side.
First down and 10 of the 22. Anthony Brown runs it himself, and not a lot there. Cody Simon defensively for Ohio State. 5:30 and counting.
And it's sellout time for Ohio State on this defensive side. They've got to play their best defensive series of the game after they just put that stop on them on the last series. Again, changing the looks. Can't just sit there in that man coverage like they've been beat all day long in. They got to change the looks, potentially provide a pressure, and send a backer at Anthony Brown.
2nd and 8. Verdell in the backfield with Brown. Brown deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
That was the freshman, JT Tuimoloau. Sensational player in on a huge series and just gets a bit of that ball. Would have gone for a completion. Great job at the line of scrimmage.
And that makes it 3rd and 8 at the 24. And here come the fans once again.
We got a great matchup up top, tight end against the middle linebacker.
Empty backfield for Anthony Brown. He needs 8. Remember, he can run. Brown looking, fires, incomplete. Whoa! Some great defense on that left side. Cody Simon. And Oregon has to punt with 4:50 remaining.
Cody Simon did a great job of not moving. It's so easy for someone that's not used to being out on the outside to just shuffle back ever so slightly, but he knew where the first down marker was, and he just sat there, knowing that the route would most likely be in front of him. He sat there and was able to get over the top and just get his hand into the catch point.
Tom Snead punting from the 10. Garrett Wilson, the return man. Wilson with the fair catch at the 30. Ohio State with all 3 of their timeouts. Oregon has 2. And we've seen an explosive fourth quarter.
Both offenses have played so well. Now we've seen the defenses rise up here late. Travion Henderson, after a 4th down conversion via the passing game, he found the end zone. Beautiful play from Oregon as Anthony Brown found their tight end Matavao in the end zone. Jackson Smith and Jigba. That was another 4th down play. Ryan Day dialed up a crossing route. Loves those in big moments. 15-yard touchdown, and that's where we stand. 35-28, 4:43 left.
First down and 10 at the 28-yard line for Ohio State. Ruckert in motion. Dumps it off. Far side. Ruckert. First down.
And again, time to throw. This pass rush is tired. All those guys are injured. Remember, they lost Trevin Mahai in this game. Kayvon Thibodeau was out before the game. Justin Flo.
Ryan Williams gets to the 45. Ware Hudson with the tackle.
They kind of went for broke on the last series. A lot of big throws down the field, and here it looks like they're trying to be a little more patient.
2nd and 4 at the 45. An eternity remaining in this game. Williams the pistol back. They give it to him. Williams. Ooh, bowling ball. And he'll get inside Oregon territory. Noah Sewell brings him down. But it's a first down for Ohio State after an 8-yard gain. Man, do they miss Mr. Tibbs. First down and 10 at the 47. Stroud in trouble. And Stroud sacked at the 45. Great job by this Oregon defense as Brandon Swinson comes up with the sack.
Beautiful rush. Stroud just had to hold the ball. Good coverage in the back end and allowed Swinson to continue on that rush on the left guard there, Mumford, and finally get to the quarterback and brings him down. And now again, second straight series, Ohio State finds himself way behind the chains.
That's the first sack for either team today. 2nd down and 18. Here's Stroud over the middle and incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, brings up 3rd and 18.
Well, we were just in this situation. They tried one of the short crossing routes. I think you've got to get yourself in a position to actually execute a 4th down, because now the clock is not your friend. You've got 2:59 left. So this play has to be designed to get 10, 12 yards. If it gets the first down, great, but it's got to get it at a minimum 10 yards in order to give a more manageable 4th down situation.
Jackson Smith and Jigba in the slot at the bottom. Here's Stroud looking for his crossing route. Stroud on the move. Stroud delivers. Picked off. Intercepted. Verone McKinley. And that may do it. Oregon shocking the nation. They've got the number 3 Buckeyes on the ropes with 2:50 to go.
What a play from McKinley, just staying with it. Again, the coverage was there early. Forced Stroud to hold the ball. When he leaves the pocket, he's trying to find somebody. He needs to run that at that point. Go get what you can get. Create a 4th and 8. He tries to force it to Olave. It's high. McKinley is there for the interception. Ohio State has their 3 timeouts left. So they've got still plenty of time. If they can get another stop here, they would get the ball back, but this is very difficult.
First down at the 35. Verdell. And as you mentioned at the top of our broadcast, in the first few minutes of the first quarter, C.J. Stroud has a tendency to throw it high.
Comes back to haunt him here late. Gus, there were 2 things off of the Ohio State film from last week that were at the top of my list. On defense, if they played man coverage all day, Oregon would get big plays. That's what we talked about. And the first thing on the Ohio State offense was Stroud has a tendency to throw the ball high. We've seen both of those things play out here at Ohio Stadium. Now, it comes down to execution here. Again, 2 timeouts left for Ohio State. If they can get a stop, you're looking at getting the ball back still with about just under 2 minutes. It's a long time for a play caller like Ryan Day and that offense. However, you've got a few things for Oregon that have worked all day. I bet you we're going to see that short side run with the crackback on the linebacker at some point. They've scored 3 touchdowns on it, gotten a big 3rd down conversion on it. At some point in this series, they're going to run that play to this short side.
2nd and 6. Anthony Brown running straight ahead. Zach Harrison stops him.
Second charge timeout, Ohio State. 30 seconds.
Buckeyes with 1 timeout left. Oregon with a 3rd down and 3 at the 42, 2:40 to go. Big play here for the Ducks offense.
So if they get a stop, and you're looking at getting the ball back with about 2:25, 2:30 left on the clock.
And Tyler, dog.
Gus, this is
Yeah.
the biggest play of the game.
Yeah.
There is a concept for Oregon that they have called when they've needed a play 4 times.
Doesn't mean you should slide Kansas over the way
I
that
would be
you
surprised
are,
if we didn't see that here.
And what is it once again?
C.J. Verdell to the short side of the field. Now, they have been doing that because Ohio State has been in man coverage. This is not the set that they do that out of, though, because they normally need a crackback. So it's not the set that they do that out of. It looks like they'll do something else. Last week on the biggest snap of the game, they ran speed option.
3rd down and 3 at the 42. Verdell in the backfield. Brown dumps it off.
What's your
First
play
down,
here, Buck?
Oregon. D.J. Johnson. What a courageous call by the Ducks.
Kills.
First down
Right there.
at the 47.
Get loosened up.
Man,
Oh,
that
that's
is a
happening. You're just
gutsy
getting loosened
call.
up.
If you don't get that, then you give them a timeout and still are punting it away. Beautiful execution there, and it's made up because they just ran that same formation, same look on the first 2 snaps of the series, and then come back and just let that tight end release out of the backfield. D.J. Johnson, beautiful little catch and throw from Anthony Brown.
1st and 10 at the 47 for Oregon. They're 2:05 away. Verdell leans forward, gets to the 45. Ohio State with 1 timeout left. Oregon has 2.
Man, these Ducks, I tell you, they have been resilient. Ohio State had played so good offensively in the second half, and Mario Cristobal's bunch in a 1-possession game the last 2 series had to face that offense and got stops. The big interception from Verone McKinley. I'll tell you what, without their star player, 2 of their best on defense, they have played a whale of a game.
2nd and 7. Verdell again.
There's Justin Flo. Didn't play today. Pac-12 freshman of the week last week, 14 tackles. Kayvon Thibodeau did not play, and yet it didn't matter for these Oregon Ducks.
Can you imagine what this team is going to look like if they win this game and head back to Eugene?
Oof. And how about the 2 biggest wins of the college football year so far? UCLA beating LSU, and now potentially Oregon holding on here and beating Ohio State on the road. You talk about putting the Pac-12 right back square in the middle of the playoff conversation.
3rd down and 4. And it looks like a 1st down for Oregon. Next week, the Ducks are at home, and I feel bad for Stony Brook. Ohio State uses their final timeout.
Please set the game clock to 30 seconds. 3-0.
Man, I tell you, this... People were saying, I don't know, the Ducks didn't look great against Fresno State. First of all, Fresno State last week, that's a good team. Jake Hayner's a heck of a quarterback. The Ducks know that. And they came in here, and we had a great conversation with Mario Cristobal this week. There was a quiet confidence about him. He is unapologetic about his style and his manner. And he said, listen, here's the bottom line. I love to grind. It's in my nature. My parents came to America. They worked multiple jobs. There were no excuses in my family ever. And every day there was a reckoning. And you had to show up and do your job. And then he said, I love this. I love being a coach. I love the grind. We are building something here. That's why I stayed. He got that contract extension, back-to-back Pac-12 championships, a Rose Bowl. And here, this will be, when they hold on, and if they hold on, the biggest win that the Pac-12 has had maybe since Oregon beat Florida State in the playoff, in the very first edition of the playoff before they faced these Buckeyes in the national championship game. What a monumental day, not just for the Oregon Ducks, but for the entire West Coast in Pac-12 football.
4th down and 1. Anthony Brown. All by himself.
Second charge, timeout, Oregon. 30 seconds.
Ducks trying to see if they could get the Buckeyes to jump offside.
Well, it's time for today's celebration moment, sponsored by Allstate. Who is going to be celebrating today? And this is the moment. McKinley, guy his coach calls a real one, and he made a real play on the last series. Verone McKinley, 4 interceptions, tied for the Pac-12's lead 2 years ago in 2019. This is a squad that had 20 interceptions that year in 19. And this is a secondary that got a few guys back, and boy, they played well. I tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to McHale Wright, DJ James, Tyquez Bridges, Dante Manning. They did a great job so far today.
1,171 combined yards. Oregon with 505. Buckeyes with 612. Snee will kick it. Garrett Wilson deep.
Olave's on the field.
This one high in the air. Oh my goodness. Another great special teams play by Oregon as that ball is down at the 10-yard line. So Ohio State comes on the field with 20 seconds left and no timeouts.
The odds are long, but there is still some strategy involved, and that is you got to know how strong your quarterback's arm is so that you can at least get to that point with time for 1 snap left.
How strong is his arm?
When I've seen CJ, and I was here watching him in practice in the spring, and they were just messing around, and he easily threw the ball to the goal line from the 35 with 1 step. So you got to imagine with adrenaline, he could probably get it there from the 31, 30-yard line. In particular, if he was able to kind of run up to the line of scrimmage. Very strong arm, but that is quite a heave. So they need at least probably about 20, 25 yards before the last snap.
First down from the 11. Stroud in trouble. Delivers, and it's caught. Or is it? Yes, Smith and Jigba. And there's an injured Duck on the field.
That's Braden Swenson is down for the Ducks, number 44. When they get back and ready to set, the clock will start when the official blows his whistle, so they need to be ready to either snap in and run a play, kill the clock potentially.
The previous play is under review to see if the passer's knee had hit the ground prior to the pass.
And that pass rush for the better part of the second half was non-existent, wasn't it, Gus? And then all of a sudden, the last couple of series, it's just shown up.
When they needed it most.
That was Brandon Dorless, the sophomore, was the one hanging on C.J. Stroud. Did he get that ball out before?
No, he didn't.
Boy, it doesn't quite look like it, does it?
No, he didn't.
Not definitive based on that look potentially, but man, that's close.
Wow, that is close.
Just let them call that one.
Yes.
here's a technicality that makes this review so big. I mean, obviously, again, the odds are extraordinarily low. If they rule, Gus, that this was still in his hand, there's a 10-second runoff, which would take this down to 3 seconds left. I think the ball. Listen, it was ruled a forward pass. I would expect them to stay with that ruling because it was technically kind of out of his control. Let's put it to you this way: if that was like a fumble opportunity, that would say he lost control. That ball was probably out of his hand, I think. Yeah, so I think based on what he's communicating there, he's saying, listen, it's forward pass.
After review, the ruling on the field's confirmed it was a pass. The passer wasn't down. The line to gain was made with 14 seconds. The injury occurred after the first down was made. The clock will start on my signal.
So Ohio State at the line of scrimmage ready. From the 23. 14 seconds to go. Stroud in trouble again, and this time he goes down clean. Wow. Terrific pressure for Oregon. And that'll do it. The Oregon Ducks come into Columbus and shock the college football world. Mario Cristobal, he'll turn 51 in 2 weeks. What an early birthday gift from his guys. 35-28 the final.
You know what's so crazy, Gus? They didn't have a great pass rush the entire fourth quarter because the guys were tired. They didn't have Thibodeau. Guess what they did? They went to the tight end who caught the fourth down ball. DJ Johnson, he got the sack. He was a defensive end in high school, high recruit, transferred from Miami, comes in, gets the fourth down catch, and then the sack.
All right, let's go downstairs to Jenny Taft.
Coach, I don't want to take away from the celebration. First win ever for Oregon against Ohio State, and you did it in a way without some of your best players. Every single player stepped up today. What can you say about the overall team?
Well, we had five starters down on defense, and coming into this thing, you wondered, what's going to show up. So what showed up was practice preparation becoming game reality. Yes, sir, that's how we do it. Let's go. And my high school coach understands, so you knew we had to win today because Coach Lavelle don't play around.
In terms of this win for the Pac-12, and you guys have spoken about what it means to this team. You want to get to a national championship. What can we expect from Oregon after this?
Well, I think a lot of people, these guys got tired of reading the headlines, which they shouldn't read anyways, after game one against a very good Fresno State team. So what went on here is just a process. This is 3 and 4 years of building towards this moment and then making it a reality. So it's tremendous progress, but it's just the beginning. We got work to do.
Enjoy the moment.
You got it. Let's go.
Congratulations to Coach Cristobal and the Oregon Ducks. The final score here at Ohio Stadium, Oregon 35, Ohio State 28. Coming up after this break, we'll take you out to Denver, where Texas A&M faces Colorado.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor or yell at the vacuum or need flea medication. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get ready for Fansville's return to glory and put the Dr. Peppers on ice. Because this year, the fans are back. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Can we even afford this house?
I'm pretty sure we can.
Pretty sure. With Rocket Mortgage, you can be certain. Not pretty sure.
What's the difference?
Let me show you. I'm pretty sure these Hornets aren't the murdering type. I'm pretty sure they're just dolphins. I'm pretty sure you could take Batista down.
You're on.
Certain is better.
Let's go with certain.
Pretty sure isn't sure enough. When you need to be certain about how much home you can afford, Rocket can.
Reggie Bush used to eat breakfast somewhere else. Then he tried Wendy's breakfast. Now we can't get rid of him.
Can you believe this breakfast croissant is only $1.99?
Yeah, Reggie. I put the sign up.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Stanford.
Look at him go.
Takes on Keaton Slovis and the 14th ranked Trojans.
What a play!
Tonight at 10:30 Eastern on Fox.
Well, I was hurting a wreck, I didn't know where to go, and all I had to do was call as I give home. 777-1111, 777-1111, call Hessick and Poe, you'll be glad you did.
This week on FanDuel Sportsbook, we're offering an exclusive odds boost to new customers, so you can turn
I like those odds.
into
I love those odds.
and little dubs into big dubs. But it's only happening now.
He did a really good job getting it for a short gain.
Second down, 4 to go with the Scarlet Knights in field goal range.
Ball's out.
Melton to the sideline. Loose ball. He comes up with it. The son of a former Rutgers wide receiver and running back Gary, and his mom Vicky, a Rutgers basketball player.
Catches it. Turns, makes a football move, but gets it back. Lucky to get that football back. The way this game has gone, Mike, you assume some sort of turnover is about to happen. Nobody's been consistent inside the red zone.
And it may well come down to whoever possesses the ball last today. Off to the left side, Manungai is ripped to the ground. Jeff Canton Orku. Do these teams have each other's playbooks?
It seems like on every big crucial moment, crucial down, the opposite team knows exactly what they're running. I mean, it's like playing Tecmo Bowl, Mike. I'm making a funny old 90s reference, but it does feel like that. Up A.
Here
Down
comes
B.
The 12th play of the drive. And Vedral wants to throw. He faces pressure as he's on the move and drops it off out of bounds. So the ball is at the 21-yard line. You're looking at about a 38-yard field goal try if they don't advance any further. Coming up here on 3rd and 12. It's not a full house today, but it is a loud one.
It feels full, and it sounds full. They call it the Loud House for a reason. See, look at Syracuse defenders right now. They're all standing up. They're not allowing Rutgers to know exactly what they're doing. Then they bring the pressure.
And whistles halt play as Vedral dropped back into a collapsing pocket.
Charge timeout. Rutgers, they're first. This will be
Schiano is fired up. He says, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to the other official.
He seemed to indicate that that call was the leavings of a farm animal.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine it was something along those lines. Are you a lip reader, Mike?
Not anything that can be shared on family-friendly television. Let's revisit our Aflac trivia question.
That's family-friendly.
That's right, yes. Fun for all ages. Trivia. And it was. Among current ACC and Big Ten teams, there's only one ACC Big Ten series with 10 or more meetings in which one team has won every game. Who are the teams? The hint was one of them is playing today in the Carrier Dome. Would you like to make one final guess?
No.
And I appreciate your candor. So let's end the suspense. Miami and Rutgers.
That's good. Shout out to the, is it a student who had that?
Sam Oppenheim.
Oppenheim. Shout out, buddy. Good job. Good job, buddy. You stumped me.
Johnny Langan on the field. Tight left of the formation with Vedral at quarterback. What could this be on 3rd down and 13? Vedral back. He's got some time. He throws short. Shameen Jones, receiver. At the 15, his forward progress stops, but there's a flag at the point of the throw and some extracurricular action after the whistle.
You're going to get a hold on Rutgers and an unsportsmanlike foul for the hip toss, I think, from the Syracuse side, which should offset and play it again, if I'm right.
And that's always a dangerous endeavor to know whether you're right.
I'm going on a limb and think I got this right.
2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense number 66.
1 for 1.
Personal foul, defense number 3. The foul's offset. Replay, 3rd down.
And another flag was just thrown during that announcement by Ron Snodgrass from the Syracuse sideline.
It's probably going to be on Coach Babers. That's all it could be. They weren't playing football.
head coach.
That's a first down.
His first of the game. Has the distance to the goal.
Wow.
Automatic first down.
That is a huge call, Mike. Talk about the difference between maybe 3 points and 6.
That is an immensely bad mistake by Dino Babers. Immensely. In a game that has been this close all day, Rutgers is walked closer toward the goal line.
Like it was going to be 3rd and 15, and now it's 1st and 10 at the what? 19-yard line?
There were offsetting penalties. Instead,
and his comes late.
It was during the announcement of the penalties. So Rutgers,
I think he was upset with the call on his guy and thought that should not have been called a personal foul. And he found himself with the personal foul.
Rutgers takes advantage of a mistake by Dino Babers. So Vedral gets quickly to the line and sets his offensive line. From the Syracuse 11. The Rutgers offense, Manungai, and he is in. A Rutgers touchdown, one play after a penalty against Dino Babers. The scoreless tie has been broken, and it's 6-0 Scarlet Knights. Valentino Ambrosio for the extra point. The former soccer player at Fairleigh Dickinson in 2018, played soccer at Rutgers in 2019, and now doing the kicking for the Scarlet Knights. 7-0 Rutgers.
Well, it's been all defense, all punts, and then Manungai gets a convoy to the end zone. 7-0 Scarlet Knights on top of Syracuse.
Subway has so much new, it didn't fit in that last ad. Like the new Artisan Italian and Hearty multigrain bread. It's to eat fresh, refresh at Subway. It's so much new, there's no time for Serena.
Wait, what?
Sorry, we don't even have time to say they were created by world-class bakers. Oh, guess we did.
Seriously?
My bad.
So if I was a singer-songwriter, just about to make it big, I could still get the Rogers rates?
Yep. State Farm has rates to fit any budget.
That's awesome, man. You want to play drums?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
It's not the truck you drive, or the uniform you wear, the people you inspire, or the sacrifices you make. The greatest part of being a hero is the impact you have every single day. We thank you.
This is Kate.
Hey.
She takes 2 prescriptions. Kate's son Jack takes 1 too. Kate works hard and thought she had good insurance, but she still pays too much. That's no good. So Kate downloaded the GoodRx app. Now she can compare prescription prices to find the best discounts. She even beats her insurance price. Good for you, Kate. Good for you. GoodRx. Stop paying too much for your prescriptions. Download the free app today.
We've always taken safety seriously here at Sports Center. Recently, we experimented with mouth guards.
Welcome into Sports Center alongside Hannah Storm. I'm David Lloyd.
Yo, talk again.
What about the entity doesn't want Aaron Rodgers or Audible?
There you go. There you go.
You're eating the cheese. You're reading the first highlight.
Okay.
What's up, dude? Hey, I've been streaming, bro. I've been spectating solos.
We go,
Boom for Nick.
What?
Boom for Nick.
Oh, at the end of the day, we just
Why's it gotta be something I'm doing, dog?
too much drooling.
Update for you. Panthers in Knoxville taking on Tennessee. 4th and 1. Tennessee trying to tie this up midway through the 4th. The Panthers stuff Tennessee, and they go on to win their first non-conference road win versus Power 5 since joining the conference in 2013. Cuz, Fox.
right, Jordan. Well, don't expect a master class in verbal restraint from either of the head coaches coming anytime soon, because there has just been Vesuvian levels of anger exploding from both head coaches within the last 5 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, tensions are flying high on both sidelines, but I don't know what Coach Gianno's still upset about. He was gifted a touchdown there in that last drive.
Kyle Monangai with an 11-yard touchdown run puts Rutgers on the board first. Trevor Pena on the return. Spin move gets him across the 20, out to the 25-yard line. So which quarterback does the Orange trust most here? We've seen Tommy DeVito. We've seen Garrett Schrader back and forth. Pressure is going to be heavy on whoever it is.
I'm guessing it's going to be Tommy DeVito in a situation like this. The quarterback you trust, who knows this offense. Schrader's going to play this year. He's got some ability, there's no doubt about that. But I think in a situation like this, Mike, I would go back with my veteran. And they are.
And with Tucker in the backfield as well.
Someone's going to have to make a play for Syracuse.
They've
on,
taken,
on the outside.
They've taken a few deep shots. Taj Harris, notably a drop earlier in this half when he had some separation down the far sideline. An overthrow of Courtney Jackson heading down this same end of the field. So the opportunities, Dustin, have been there, but they may have to take a few more.
Taj Harris on that last drive had a drop that would have been probably a 35-40-yard gain. And it's uncharacteristic of him because he is their top wide receiver, an NFL prospect. Oh, he's got him again.
Here's DeVito going long for Harris, who's got it! And he's tripped up at the 25-yard line. The biggest Syracuse play of the day, a 50-yard hookup.
Like I said, someone's going to have to make a play for the Orange. In the biggest spot. He's going to catch Taj Harris right down the seam. And he just beats Trey Avery off the line of scrimmage, and the safety's late getting over top. And that's a dime drop by Tommy DeVito. Well thrown football in stride. It's exactly what they needed.
Change of pace. They go to Tucker. He's got a burst. He's into the end zone. From 24 yards, an extra point away from tying things up.
Watch the cutback, and the tackle's broken, and then he's off. He sees the end zone. He says, I'm going to get there. Shows off that speed. And just like that, we approach a tie ball game.
The extra point for Schmidt. It's the equalizer. First it was Taj Harris, and then it was Sean Tucker running away from the Rutgers defense like they were calling about an extended car warranty. They left him in the dust. We're tied.
Lots of good topics, lots of good guests today. It's go time.
Dustin Poirier wanted a better life, built it. Wanted respect, earned it. Wanted a title, won it. Decided to change the world, doing it. You know how my man keeps accomplishing everything he sets out to do? He believes that he can. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender who understands the power of belief. First home, dream home, whatever your goal, you can make it real. Because if you believe, you will.
We finally found the perfect house.
Yeah, we couldn't believe the deal we got. Just lucky, I guess.
We're a little closer to the airport than we thought.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Saving us so much money.
Hey.
How was your play?
Good. Morning, Ted.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Well, I'm the
spontaneous one. He's the planner.
I go to Food Line every Wednesday for the hot sales.
Hey there, Mr. Johnson.
Hey, how you doing?
I shop when inspiration hits. Ooh, chicken pasta.
She loves the way I pick the freshest produce.
I love that I can order fresh produce from right here.
However you Food Lion, we make sure you get the same fresh food
I should know how to pick them.
at the same affordable prices.
I pick those.
Because this is our home, and that's our Food Lion.
Every new day offers opportunities to connect, chances to motivate and inspire, moments to express well-deserved thank yous and congratulations, with products that bring smiles, celebration, and long-lasting impressions. There's certainty in that. 4imprint gives you that certainty with the right promotional products and a caring, trusted team dedicated to your success. Creating meaningful connections starts at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
This is my wallet before, and this is my Ridge wallet.
It's smaller, lighter, and a lot more convenient than my old leather wallet.
And helps me get rid of all the junk that I've collected over the years.
The Ridge is a huge upgrade. Get your Ridge wallet at ridge.com.
We love going to games, but good seats get pricey. So we use Game Time. Game Time checks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals. We got our seats 20 minutes ago for 60% off. Last-minute tickets at the best price in seconds. Download Game Time now.
Welcome back to ACC Network Football, presented by Subway. A game that was locked at 0 has suddenly had a spark of scoring. We're tied at 7, and 2 more games as part of our quadruple header later on today. Clemson assuredly will have more than 2 rushing yards this week as they take on South Carolina State. And our day closes off with our primetime matchup presented by Geico, Jacksonville State and Florida State. Mike Cousins, Dustin Fox.
That's a mistake.
Dana Boyle inside the Carrier Dome. Crookshank, after a couple of bounces, does pick it up, and he's denied anything more than the 20-yard line.
Crookshank should have just put his foot on the out-of-bounds line and touched the football. They'd have got a penalty on that. Not a lot of people know that rule, Mike.
That's a little special teams hack.
Yeah,
right
it is a hack, life hack.
You are out of play
as a teamer,
and then the ball is out of play.
Yeah, that's right. We were taught that day one in the National Football League. I was with the Buffalo Bills.
Well, let's see who can circle the wagons here between Rutgers and Syracuse. Monungai, after the touchdown run of 11 yards to strike first for Rutgers, lowers his shoulder and knifes his way forward for a gain of almost 5 yards on that first down carry.
Look, I think they found something here with Monungai in the backfield. He's running hard. He's a shifty runner. Had a great fall camp too, by the way. Coaches were raving about him during camp and said we trust him just like they trust every other back.
Syracuse sniffs out the run. Cody Roscoe has had a nose for the ball this afternoon. 3rd down and 5. Syracuse blitzes. Vedral throws, and it's too tall. Looking for Brandon Sanders.
You feel that, Mike? The momentum shift?
It wasn't but a few minutes ago. A 15-yard penalty assessed to Dino Babers. Rutgers scores a touchdown.
The ensuing play.
It felt like things were turning their way. Now, after this punt forced by the Orange, perhaps a reversal of fortune. The Scarlet Knights roll inside the 20-yard line.
So how'd we get here?
Yeah, well, we'll tell you with today's Game Refresh, brought to you by Subway.
Start out with Rutgers And then a penalty right here on Dino Babers is going to be a 15-yarder. Then the ensuing play, it's Monungai. Kyle Monungai, touchdown. It's 7-0. And then Syracuse counters. They come right back with a deep pass to Taj Harris. And then the touchdown run by Sean Tucker, breaking tackles and finds the end zone. We're 7-all in the third quarter, excuse me.
It only seemed to be a matter of time before DeVito would find Harris on some type of big play. That was a 50-yard pass down the sideline. Four-man rush from the Scarlet Knights. A dart to the sideline finds Harris, the junior from New Jersey. There has been so much talk this week, Dustin, about the connections between these two schools. And with the Orange on offense here, it's DeVito and Harris, among others, from the Garden State.
Think this game doesn't mean something to those guys?
Certainly
no
does.
doubt.
They've talked about it aplenty.
How to get out of that?
First wave doesn't get there, and a little extra help. Chris Bleich, the left guard, trying to help keep DeVito on his feet as he takes the setback there. And as Greg Schiano built this Rutgers program back in the early part of the 2000s, when he was on the rise, Greg Robinson became the head coach at Syracuse. Things quickly turned downhill for the Orange. Schiano took full advantage of that, making his presence known in high schools around New York and New Jersey, and helped build that program.
So one thing about Greg Schiano is he knows how to recruit, and can recruit the heck out of New Jersey.
5 receivers. DeVito off the back foot, and it's incomplete. There's a clamoring for a flag. One doesn't fall. Quilly the intended target. And after both teams score, now they'll both punt.
Are we back into our rut again? The first 3 quarters felt like it was 3 and out punt, 3 and out punt, penalty, penalty, fumble, punt.
It's one of the most repeated cliches in the sport that coaches think a game will come down to either a big special teams play or a turnover. And with a little bit more than a quarter to go, this game is looking like it might just be that way.
And I have no clue how Rutgers missed that block punt. They were in there in a hurry.
It was a triumvirate of Syracuse players surrounding Cruikshank on the catch. That was the site of the yellow caution. That fabric beacon on the field, that will determine one team's fate and march another in the opposite direction.
2 fouls on the offense, illegal formation, offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined. Kick catch interference, kicking team, number 31, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
I don't even know if he touched him, Mike. It looked like he was about to hit his knee.
Well, just moments ago, Dustin, you were glorifying your play on special teams. So as you're coming down there and approaching the return man, how do you avoid that contact when you're sprinting full speed?
You have to break down. As you approach that 5-yard window and you're coming in on the returner, you have to get your feet set and break down. You cannot allow your momentum to carry in to the body. So not knock you out in the studio here.
There's a reason I never played football, and it's because at 6'4", 175, dripping wet, I don't think I'd be standing next to you had I attempted to play at any type of
you
level
would have
with
been
pads.
a heck of a punt returner.
Rutgers starts here at the Syracuse 41, looking to break a 7-all tie in the waning minutes of the third quarter. Vendrell steps up. He gets backpack sacked. The linebacker, Marlowe Wax.
As Vendrell steps up in the pocket, number 2 is going to come around and then finish off the sack by coming back inside as he beats the block. Vedril's having a hard time getting anything. And he's trying to make a check at the line of scrimmage, but it's so loud in here, Mike.
He brings Manungai for protection. The running back runs out. Check down throw, Shameen Jones. He gets back not only the yardage lost on the sack, but he helps make it third and very manageable.
So for what looked like it was going to be a nothing play, good effort on the outside to bring up a 3rd and 2. And here comes Johnny Legan.
Two carries today. He's only netted 3 yards. But the 235-pound jack of all trades is almost a sure thing for a first down if he gets a good push. Instead, he's met with one.
I think he may have got about a half a yard.
But he stopped short of the sticks.
Correct.
Fourth and short.
Now you've got a 4th and short decision to make again for Schiano. To me, it's easy. This is less than a yard. I would come back and I'd tell Syracuse I'm running the same play. So here we go.
They add some options. Langan there, Pacheco, the running back. And a whole bunch of tight ends.
Yo, can you hear me? Well, I stepped away for a minute. It's 50v50 on this. Yup.
I don't want to do.
I think it's a different location every time. Yeah.
I want to get a little warm.
Yep. I was doing a little spectating solos in Verdansk. Little clips. 20 minutes. Oh, like 6 people. I wasn't too bad. Nope. Oh yeah. Warzone said we can't stop hackers. Let's start giving them out as power ups.
Yeah, let's
Get the fuck. What's up?
hey.
He's broke. Or right there. Oh, okay, word. Get the fuck.
Making any scratches. Even use electric metal beaters and everything slides right out, not even a scratch. Plus, they're oven safe, great for pot roasts or baking all the way up to 500 degrees. Even flames won't damage these pans. The entire Stackmaster set is dishwasher safe and made without any harmful PFOAs. Some high-end cookware sells for close to $500, but you won't pay that. Not $400, $300, or even $200. Today, through this special TV offer, get the full 10-piece Stackmaster cookware set for the factory direct price of just 5 payments of $39.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. And if you call or click to order today, we're going to drop one payment. You'll get it all for just 4 payments of $39.99, and we'll even guarantee it for a full 10 years. Plus, as a free bonus, you'll get our Stackmaster fry basket and stainless steel steamer insert. But there's even more. We'll also send you our 5-piece utensil set. It includes every utensil you'll ever need in the kitchen. Together, these are a $60 value. Yours 100% free. That's a complete 17-piece set, a huge value, for just 4 easy payments of $39.99. And we'll even ship it to you free. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-504-6143 or go online to GothamStackmaster.com. So call 1-800-504-6143. That's 1-800-504-6143 or go to GothamStackmaster.com.
Big top, boys.
Competition in 2017 for the quarterback class coming out of high school was pretty stout. Tommy DeVito among the rest of this group. He backed up Eric Dungy when he got on campus. Last year was injured early in the season, and now back to it. He shakes off one tackle, but the second wave is what gets him. The storm was brewing, and the surge proved perilous. The safety, Avery Young, the junior, drops DeVito, loss of 2.
So Avery comes off the edge scot-free, and DeVito steps up and misses the sack, but Avery Young never gives up on the play. Comes back around and ends up making the tackle, or sack I should say, for about a 2-yard loss.
Taj Harris just came off the field on 3rd down and 13. Syracuse's top receiver, not an option for DeVito. As he throws up the sideline, Anthony Quealy, too tall and out of bounds.
You had him.
And it's 4th and 13. A couple of overthrows in back-to-back weeks here have plagued DeVito.
Just a couple of deep throws with wide open guys down the field.
(14-7) Rutgers. Just into the 4th quarter as these teams meet for the 44th time, the first time since 2012, with the Scarlet Knights winners of 6 of the last 8. We've seen James Williams to punt earlier today. This is Colby Barker.
Not a good punt at all.
And it doesn't look like he'll be punting again today.
That checkpoint, boys.
Wow. Somebody's got a souvenir. Rutgers has excellent field position. And Syracuse has more questions than answers.
Imagine a salad made with fresh-cut vegetables and warm hand-breaded chicken. Does that even exist? Not yet, because we don't make it until you order it. Try the new Southwest Salad, only at Zaxby's. Redeem rewards, scan to pay, order ahead on the Zaxby's app.
Our stylists are passionate artisans of hair. Cowlick, what's the move?
Bree. Trim it above the natural bend. Cut it long or short, nothing in between.
Crushed it! Next up, lumpy heads.
If you're someone who struggles with mobility, even a short walk won't seem like a short walk. But the sturdy and comfortable Hurricane provides the balance and support you need. It helps you walk on any surface and truly stands alone. Get the #1 selling cane in America with our worry-free 100% money-back guarantee, plus free shipping. Check out the new Hurry Cycle too. Lightweight and low impact, you can easily move it without bending. Find both at hurricane.com.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're 4imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore thousands of promotional products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
Name?
Name? What's my name? What, have you been hiding under a rock? They don't have TVs in this place. I'm the history maker, the game changer, the first woman to ever main event WrestleMania, walk out of there the champ, Becky Two Belts. Came from nothing, revolutionized the entire industry. I am the man. I am the Raw Women's Champion.
For the cup.
Just Becky. Not too much foam, please.
ACC Network Football is presented by the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway.
There's reason for optimism on both the Rutgers and Syracuse sidelines, but perhaps a little bit more at the moment for the Scarlet Knights. They regain control. 1st and 10 from the Syracuse 26 after a punt of 8 yards that ended up in the stands. Cruikshank across the formation. He slips one tackle. It'll take a number of defenders to stop him. Good sized chunk there on 1st down. They have used him coming across the formation multiple times like that today, just to give the Orange a different look. And Dustin, the difference between the opening 7 drives today and the last 2 has just been stark.
And now with the short field, they've got an opportunity to get more points right now.
Make it a 2-score game, perhaps. The middle of the line plunge is right at the 1st down marker. Josh Black tackling Isaiah Pacheco. At worst, the Scarlet Knights thinking they should come away with 3 points here. Johnny Langan gets the call, 1 down earlier than he's been used to today. Instead of 4th down, it's 3rd down.
Really, I think you've got 2 chances here to pick up this 1st down. You can get a touchdown this drive.
Langan hands it off to Monungai, who's got the 1st down.
Monungai's really given them a little bit of a burst here in the 2nd half. Kind of sparked this offense, had the touchdown run. Couple nice pickups on 3rd down too.
5 carries, 21 yards, a touchdown for Monungai. He veers off to the right side and limited to a yard. Vedral, nothing to it. Mikel Jones read that from the get-go.
Mikel Jones, number 3, top of your screen, just comes unblocked. Unblocked. No one on the offensive line sees him coming. And as soon as Vedral got the football, he had nothing to do with it. He had to step up and take the sack. So if Syracuse can get a hold here, hold them to 3, that would be, I believe, a win, Mike, considering where they started here at the 26-yard line after the botched punt by Syracuse. Shiano wants a timeout.
He just came running down the sideline, perhaps as fast as a 55-year-old guy can run to get that timeout. 11-16, 4th quarter, and a crucial snap coming up next for Rutgers.
Subway has so much new they couldn't fit in their last ad, so we're going to use picture-in-picture, and picture-in-picture, and picture-in-picture, and picture-in-picture, and picture-in-picture. Man, you get the idea. There's so much new at Subway, it's too much to fit in all these pictures and pictures.
New customers get our best deals on all smartphones.
That's right.
But what if I'm already a customer?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Cam.
Same deal.
Yeah, it's kind of our thing.
Oh, it's a great deal. What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Nice.
Hey, but what about for existing
Same
customers?
deal.
Is he okay?
It's not complicated to open your possibilities. With AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on every smartphone, like a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G.
You would never see that. Use the trap though.
It's not the truck you drive, or the
uniform you wear, the people you inspire, or the sacrifices you make. The greatest part of being a hero is the impact you have every single day. We thank you.
BarkBox isn't just a monthly delivery of dog goodies, it's a passport to a whole new world with toys and treats from a different theme every single month. To start your dog's adventure, go to barkbox.com.
Welcome back to the Dome. Just before that timeout, Mikel Jones made a monster play and stopped quarterback Rutgers Vedral. He has the nickname NJ. In plays like that, he deserves to be called that name. When we spoke to Tony White earlier in the week, the defensive coordinator for Syracuse, he said that he not only has he earned the right to be that leader, but he's no longer a player on the rise, simply one of the best linebackers in the ACC. He is the engine that drives the Syracuse defense.
He really is, Dana. Good stuff. He's the leader back there. He's vocal. Don't want to mess with that dude. That's a bad man. Where's number 3?
3rd down and 11. Rutgers hoping to make it a 2-score game. Vedral against a 4-man rush. That will not get the job done. They need to get to the 4-yard line. It does set up a nice field goal opportunity. Giovanni Haskins, the tight end, who's already hauled in a touchdown this afternoon, makes the grab. And the field goal team, Valentino Ambrosio, on for the Scarlet Knights. A make here will be the most separation either team has garnered today from its opponent. Pressure on the road for Ambrosio. And his kick is no good. It stays a 7-point contest as he sailed it wide.
And life for the Orange. Just kind of pushes it, Mike, off to the right. Sometimes those short kicks on the hash are tough to make. I think that would be just a kind of a gimme type field goal, but no. And Syracuse now has renewed life. And really the crowd that thought, you know, this game could be over if Rutgers gets another touchdown here. They give them the football at the 26-yard line.
How many Houdini acts does Syracuse have today? It was an 8-yard punt. It almost seemed as though it would be guaranteed points for the Scarlet Knights.
They're out here like Chris Angel.
Well, lots more coming your way tomorrow here on ACC Network. James Madison, Wake Forest, field hockey at noon Eastern, and then women's soccer down in Florida, USF, and Miami here on the ACC Network and the ESPN app.
Love watching that Aaron Matson at UNC.
If we get a 3rd.
You got it all covered, D-Fox. Rutgers has it all covered as well on the sack of DeVito. Ball is loose, and it belongs to Rutgers. They snatch it right back.
CJ Onyechi, not only does he get the sack, but he comes up with the ball. Excuse me. Ahanatu is the one who knocks the football out, and then Onyechi recovers. Some big time pressure, and that just flips the script again, Mike.
A renewed surge of life for Rutgers after a missed field goal by Ambrosio. And they retake the field with even better field position here to start this drive. It's Manungai. But he finds no running room there.
Yep. Fucking go. Send it. Send it.
They test the left side again. The Orange with an answer. Josh Black pushes through.
They are just prepared for the run. There's talk about turnover margin. Look at last season, -7. This year they're +8. They were +5 last week. They're +3 today. A very opportunistic defense at Rutgers. Big third down coming up here for the Scarlet Knights.
Giano wants timeout. Will he get it?
Boy, he's getting his workout in. He's running like half gassers on the sidelines to get these timeouts in.
He is going to close all the rings on his workout app today with those sprints down the sideline. Greg Schiano, Rutgers, Syracuse. They're keeping it interesting in the Dome.
Football is the game of life, and it brings the community together.
But he was screaming too.
White, black, boys, girls.
Flag, tackle. Football can revive communities. Anybody can play.
That family value, that brotherhood is everything.
It's really what all it's about, is just having a good time and being able to play.
Right above you.
There's never been a better time to play.
So, if you have a flat tyre, dead battery, need a tow, or lock your keys in the car, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I got a flat tyre.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it right here.
Someone help me! I have a flat tire!
Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and
Yep, go.
there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times.
Dustin Poirier wanted a better life, built it. Wanted respect, earned it. Wanted a title, won it. Decided to change the world, doing it. You know how my man keeps accomplishing everything he sets out to do? He believes that he can. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender who understands the power of belief. First home, dream home, whatever your goal, you can make it real. Because if you believe, you will.
And we are underway in Death Valley.
Blowing up the play, beautifully is moved.
There's still a dude behind you. Yep. Fucking rat, they got me.
Wound up and ready to go.
Programming update for those looking for South Carolina State and Clemson. You can find that on ACCNX. Upon the conclusion of Rutgers and Syracuse, it'll then pop on ACC Network. Back to you, Mike and Dustin.
Jordan, lots of folks holding their breath in central New York. 3rd and goal from the 11 for Rutgers. Syracuse drops 7. Vedral has to roll out. He lets it go. Catch is made, and that play terminates at the 9-yard line. Bo Melton, as sure hands as anybody on this roster. The field goal team on again after a missed last possession.
There's just nowhere to go for Vedral as he rolls outside the pocket, looks downfield. Good pressure again by Mikel Jones. And then the swarm to the football by the Syracuse defense. Great job, but how about this? It sets up the same exact kick from the same hash, Mike, as the last one that he pushed right.
He missed from 29. 2 yards closer. Will it make a difference?
Yes.
This time, Ambrosio is true. Last time Rutgers opened a season 2-0 all the way back in 2014. They're staring down a victory today.
So if I was a sneakerhead cashing in on that sweet employee discount, I could still get the Patrick price?
Yep. State Farm has rates that fit any budget.
Nice.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Stay tuned to save $10 on Tax Shaver.
For a close shave, you need to get a razor and lather up. For a quick shave on the go, you need to settle for an electric. But what if you really want both? Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Designed with the needs of our military in mind, Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave, even the harshest conditions. That's right. The Tax Shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a Tax Shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys, Tax Shaver is small and compact, so it slips easily into any pocket. Yet it also has 3 powerful rotary heads that can easily take on even the coarsest hair. To prove it, I'm going to do something I never do. Shave. As you can see, it easily handled even my stubborn stubble. Now that's what I call military tough. So let's review. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, features a built-in trimmer, works wet or dry, even underwater, and has 3 powerful shaving heads. I mean, there's just nothing like it on the market today.
Tax Shaver is $29.99, but act now and we'll take $10 off, so you get it for just $19.99, and shipping is free. But wait, call or click today and you can get a second Tax Shaver. Just pay a separate fee. Tax Shaver is the only shaver that features genuine Bell & Howell precision and quality, and is backed by our 10-year warranty. You can get 2 Bell & Howell Tax Shavers with this special TV offer. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-482-6298 or go to taxshaver.com. Again, that's 1-800-482-6298 or order online at taxshaver.com.
Watch that way, I'll watch backside.
The Rutgers lead has ballooned to 10 on a field goal by Valentino Ambrosio, made possible on a shanked punt.
Then a missed field goal.
And then a missed field goal.
And
then a fumble. It all runs together today in a game that has had plenty of plays that these teams would like to have back. Tommy DeVito and the offense are going to get back to it. He's gone 12 of 18 for 135 yards. And where will they start? From just shy of the 25-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, they got me fucking. Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good. Go.
Tommy DeVito has taken the majority of the snaps today. Never has Garrett Schrader, who had 3 series in the first half, let a moment escape. He's kept his arm loose on the sideline all afternoon. But DeVito, the more experienced quarterback in his 4th year in this offense, has been the more trusted one today for Dino Babers.
Hey, I'm going back to grab the shields though.
Design run for DeVito. He's got some pickup to the outside. A late hit out of bounds. The flag follows 18 yards and then some. Avery Young hit DeVito late.
They're going to have some plus territory now because of the late hit out of bounds. And I love the decision by DeVito to...
Hey, he's got teammates
personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense,
sketchy,
number 2, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Avery Young's got to lay off there. Quarterback's trying to get out of bounds.
That team's 11 people.
See right here, he's going to go out of bounds. You got to let up. He pushes it again when he's out of bounds. That's just a little lack of discipline right there, Mike.
Both teams have been burned by 15-yard penalties. That there for Rutgers, one against Dino Babers earlier. They liked the play design so much, they went back to a similar look. And that gets them nowhere.
Syracuse is going to have to hurry because this, I mean, obviously this game was tied at 0 at halftime. 10 points feels like 3 scores at this point in the game. You're going to have to find a way to get down here and get some points right now in this drive.
Max Manning at tight end. He provides some extra blocking. DeVito was off on the throw. That was just behind Sherrod Johnson.
You know, even though it's behind Johnson, he comes back with his hands. I still think you can make that catch. It's a tough catch, but it hit both hands.
There have been moments today of equal blame both on DeVito and the receiving corps.
Is this catchable right here? Yep. I think so.
Yeah. SU has more passing yards than Rutgers. More importantly, the Scarlet Knights up by 10. A sideline wobbler caught out of bounds by Anthony Quealy.
DeVito was trying to hit Taj Harris, who was running down the seam. He was open for a moment, but the pressure comes and gets in DeVito's face, and he's forced to just basically throw this football away as he sees the defender come in there.
Oh, and they got the gas too. You right here, the top's got the pool.
What do you think, Mike? Would you go for it here?
And understandably, the fans in orange and blue are not pleased with the decision to punt here. 7:25 to go.
Especially as well as your defense has played. I mean, you're not giving the football back to Rutgers in plus territory.
For what it's worth, James Williams has come back to punt after Colby Barker had the 8-yard punt earlier. And that stops at about the 11-yard line. So it's going to have to be on the Syracuse defense after that decision if they want to make it a comeback effort and knock off Rutgers in the first meeting between these two teams since 2012 with the Scarlet Knights. Perhaps off to a 2-0 start, Dustin. The last time they did that, 2014, their last bowl game. They went to the Quick Lane Bowl. They won it. That was their last winning season. And they could certainly be 3-0 heading into that game at the Big House.
They should be 3-0 heading to the Big House. And then, of course, Ohio State at home. Ohio State goes down today to the Oregon Ducks, 35-28. Big loss for the Buckeyes. Ryan Day's first regular season loss, by the way.
This is Pacheco. And you imagine we'll see a lot of handoffs here.
Tick, tick, tick. Is what Greg Schiano wants to see.
Greg Schiano has squared off as a head coach or as an assistant with so many of the head coaches in modern Syracuse football history. Whether it was Coach Mack, Pasqualoni, Greg Robinson, you name it, Doug Marrone as well, and now Dino Babers. A rivalry that built over many decades. It's the 44th all-time matchup. Rutgers winners of 6 of the last 8, trying to make it 7 out of 9 and send the Orange even at 1-1.
Like 7:30. I don't know if you know who has live sport. Oh, Iowa State.
Kind of game. So every possession is going to matter. So you see Matt Campbell bouncing up and down of excitement. They just got 3 points on the board in this game. This is not your typical 2021 college game where it's going to be a shootout. Who has the ball last 42-38. It's going to be a low-scoring, old-school game. So every possession will matter.
Still just a tourist, though.
You know, Kirk, that really happened after Campbell's
second year here, it was one of those games that went into overtime, the 44-41 final that Iowa won, went back and forth, and it wasn't long after that they really changed the way they played defense, and that's the way things have gone for Iowa State since then. This is the lineup. What a terrific lineup on ABC and ESPN. Washington and Michigan for Saturday Night Football on ABC tonight. Men's U.S. Open Championship and the Monday Night Football.
Yeah, great setup tonight. Don't be surprised to see that Washington team who lost to Montana last week be much more competitive today. You mentioned Pac-12 already with a big statement. Oregon goes over 2,400 miles to Columbus, Ohio. Looks great, looked very focused and prepared. Won that game. We'll see what Washington can do tonight in the Big House.
He gets hurt a lot, man.
So impressive for Oregon.
There's a lot of games in this 3 or 4 games.
On College Game Day with
he really is.
Along with Will McDonald of Iowa State, best pass rushers in the country. They didn't have him, didn't have their best linebacker, and still were able to go in and win the game as Iowa has it back down 3.
Well, real quick on that game, Anthony Brown, the quarterback from Oregon, incredibly well prepared. Joe Moorhead, who made a name for himself at Penn State as a play caller with Saquon Barkley and Trace McSorley. Went to Mississippi State as the head coach, got let go, ended up in Eugene. Really had it going, dialed it up, and it's all credit to Oregon with that game.
That's fucking
You know, that direct snap to Breece Hall earlier looked very much like a Joe Moorhead play that he used against Michigan when he was at Penn State with Saquon Barkley.
Went about 50 yards for a touchdown.
It did. We are coming to the end of the first quarter, and it has been a slugfest and hard-hitting. Iowa State up 3-0. That is the end of the first quarter here in Ames. And we'll be back after this message and a word from your local ABC station.
Okay, so turn left. Take this right. Now pull into that parking space. Now put the car in park. Great, thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Rated RP2M.
Pistol, but I went for it.
Now, we all know Progressive offers 24/7 protection, but we also bundle outdoor vehicles with home and auto to help people save more.
All I have was a pistol.
What are you all doing in my daydream?
It's better than that presentation.
A lot better.
You know, whether it's a fraction or a decimal, it's still fun, you know?
While expecting, Jennifer discovered the Chex Mix combination of 1 corn Chex, 1 wheat Chex, and 3 breadstick pieces. Get born and then you can pick your own mix, baby. Pick your mix.
This football season, buy 4 participating items and save $50 off Fanatics gear at wearetailgatenation.com.
If you're living on borrowed time, do you have to return it?
Question everything. We did. The all-new Hyundai Tucson. Marvel Studios Loki.
Discover card. I just got my cashback match. Is this for real? Yep. We match all the cashback new card members earn at the end of their first year automatically. Whoa, I got my money. It's hard to contain yourself, isn't it? Uh-huh. Well, let it go. Woo.
Get a $1-for-$1 match at the end of your first year, only from Discover.
The cast for the new season of Dancing will blow you away. Dancing, it's written in the stars. Dancing with the Stars premieres September 20th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
This is a story of 3 siblings who loved each other, but money sometimes got in the way.
They don't want the kids to get used to Connor's lifestyle.
Who wants to go see a 49ers game?
Actually, we were just saying...
In a luxury suite.
Home Economics. Season premiere Wednesday, September 22nd on ABC.
Boost and Cricket charge more for unlimited 5G. Metro doesn't. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Just $25 a month gets you unlimited 5G and a free 5G smartphone. That's half the price for one line of unlimited 5G smartphone data. Plus a free Samsung Galaxy 5G when you switch and trade in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with 5G. Only at Metro.
Trust the WHAS 11 First Alert Storm Team with your most accurate forecast.
What's up, Jaws? You got a mic?
Welcome back to ESPN College Football on ABC, presented by Arby's. That's a good idea with 90-plus degree weather. Duck your head right in that water. Cool off a little bit. Unseasonably warm day for this red-hot rivalry as we start the second quarter here at Jack Trice Stadium in Ames. Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit, and Holly Rowe. Iowa has it down by 3 on the 2nd and 7. Petrus had people all around his feet. Goodson out of the backfield makes the catch. There's just not a lot of running room after you make the catch. Will McDonald was applying pressure.
And that's part of the strategy with this defense is having more speed on the field with just the 3 down linemen and eyes on the football. Brian Ferentz, the play caller and offensive coordinator from Iowa, still trying to find the rhythm to this offense. It's tough to do. Only 14 yards of offense in the first quarter. One of their answers has been try to get Goodson, the tailback, lined up out wide. He's not right now down at the bottom. Just trying to get him in a matchup that's favorable.
Hawkeyes are 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Goodson makes the catch, eludes 1 tackle, going for the sticks in the first 3rd down conversion for Iowa.
Well, this is what they're trying to do is get him out in space. That time it paid off. But this is what Iowa State on 1st and 10. They just anticipate that they're going to run. It's a wildcat to Goodson, able to slow him down. Iowa so far has gained 7 yards on 5 first down plays. 1 pass, and other than that, it's been 4 runs. So here comes their next 1st and 10. It's been a heavy run. Thought they might go more play action on 1st and 10 to break some tendencies, but it mostly runs so far, not working out.
Goodson has 7 yards rushing, 9 yards receiving. Not going to have much to it there as Aishin Biag is there to stop him.
And that's the extra hat. He's just kind of hanging out here almost like a robber, but he's not just for pass. Watch how quickly he comes down, almost mirrors Goodson. As soon as he sees the ball is handed off, he is flying downhill, and he's like another linebacker, but he's just a little bit deeper, allowing him to almost freelance. He's one of the more physical players you're going to see in the entire Big 12 Conference.
And it's difficult for the offense to identify exactly who might be charged.
Yeah, he's 13 yards back in many cases. Right now, he's kind of walked up tight right here.
2nd down and 7. Little bit of movement up front this time. Goodson pushes it in. He'll bring up another 3rd down for the Hawkeyes. Mike Rose is there to stop him.
Linderbaum, the center. He is a handful in the middle that time. And if I'm running the ball and I'm Tyler Goodson, I'm just, where's 65? I know the play's designed to go over there, but I'm getting behind 65. He's the top center arguably in the entire country. He's moving people around, but as we all know, it's a unit and a group effort.
And talking about Linderbaum, all the great offensive linemen they've had, Wirfs, Gallery, they say that Linderbaum matches up with any of them. On 3rd down, good protection. Petrus fires way too high. 2nd time that he's tried to find his tight end, Sam Laporta, and his misfire didn't bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he had time here, but he had nobody open downfield. Laporta's handled that time in coverage very well by Johnson. Watch him, how he works here, gets to the outside, but that's the route. That's the only man. I mean, other than you have 21, Kelly Martin, but that's pretty good coverage, and you could almost see Petrus waiting.